Good evening. I'm James Howell, and this is the Deltahead stream. Welcome. It's 9/12/2020, and the greater Seattle area has upgraded its particular flavor of the apocalypse from pandemic to pandemic plus toxic cloud. So, the day has been spent discovering exactly how drafty my home is, and taping over and tarping over window every window and crevice that might let the particle dense smoke air inside the house. So fun times. But yeah, so it's only recently gotten kind of like really good steady breathing quality air in some of the rooms here. So the stream might get cut short if the air quality in here drops because the air purifier is not in this room exactly. But we'll go as long as we can. So, 1 second. Come on, fella, you can do it. Give me 1 second. There we go. Great, chat's now up. So, for the opening show, there's a game gremlin over here in the background. She's surprisingly good. I don't know what has changed in her demeanor and attitude, but she's kind of just hanging out and no longer trying to get behind the computer and rip out its guts in a very slow burn appeal for attention. That's good. The reading this week started Pat Conroy's Losing Season, which is a memoir about his senior year on the Citadel Bulldogs basketball team. And it's quite good, even if you're not into sports, which I am only a little bit, having played many when I was younger, but not having kept up with it. It is ultimately a book about loss and coping with loss and kind of figuring out what that means. And there's a really nice part here in the beginning. Yeah, this is good. Winning, yeah, so this is about winning. Winning shapes the soul of bad movies and novels and lives. It is the subject of thousands of insufferably bad books and is often the sworn enemy of art. So, that's good. Should tell you where he's coming from on that. Another book, which is a little more fun on its face, Agency, William Gibson. This continues to be very good. I'm about halfway through, and it's the characters are proving consistent. It really does seem to be an extra chapter put on, an extra series of chapters put onto the end of the peripheral. It's very, very welcome return to that world. And it also suggests, very interestingly, it posits, this isn't spoiling very much, it posits an alternate reality where Trump lost the election and Brexit did not go through. And it kind of just suggests that those outcomes, if they had been different in our world, would be staving off a kind of inevitable decline or path that the world is already on. And what happens in light of that is what the story is. So I'm not going to give that away, but it's very interesting, and I like it. I like it. It is a cyber historian's eye with a perspective and understanding that the way that events are shaped are not necessarily shaped by personalities, but more often the forces that personalities wind up being the faces of. So, and finally, next up, yeah, watched Enter the Dragon by Bruce Lee, which is very good, very fun. I mean, you can really see how so many stories have kind of cascaded from that one movie. And The Pink Panther, Peter Sellers, extremely good. Very good pratfalls and physical comedy. And the car chase at the end is exquisite. So, Dream Bomb, it's good to see you. That's really good to hear. Yeah, The Peripheral is an excellent book. I have a lot of affection for it. And yeah, so evening arc, continuing with the project of catching up on whatever movies are, which has been my interest over the past couple of months. Next up is Speakeasy, which is a movie written and directed by Brendan Murphy, who is a friend and several times collaborator in writing on video games. So I'm very excited to give that a look. I mean, this is great. She's just hanging out. She's not trying to destroy anything, and I'm really curious to see how long this is going to last. So, yeah, Evil Within. We're on part 4. We got through the church exterior, went through some catacombs, fought the Keeper, ran away from the Keeper, rather, and that puts us where we are. So, give me 1 second, let me switch the TV over, and we can get started. And you might notice in the background there, nope, that way, this would be a better way of looking at it. You notice in the background that large blue square that's on the wall is the plastic tarp that I have put over the window in here to keep the toxic cloud out. I use painter's tape, which can be removed without damaging surfaces, to seal up as many cracks and drafts as possible, but it still just wasn't enough. So I finally broke down and just decided to seal it over with a tarp, and man, wouldn't you know it, as soon as that thing went up, you could just feel the surface tension on the outside of the plastic kind of bulge out with the air that is still coming from the outside. And I'm guessing that inside there's a little bit of, there's an equilibrium that's been reached because it's not trying to push off the wall and break the, you know, pop the tape and tacks off. But boy, surviving wildfire smoke is, requires calling to attention much of the resourcefulness you learn playing games. Yeah, Dream Bomb, it's really bad here. It is exceptionally bad. You can tell when there is a leak because the smell is acrid, and you know, I've smelled smoke before. You know, I've built campfires and things like that, and there's an industrial quality to the particular kind of noxious pollutants that your body just knows is bad stuff, right? And that's what it is. It feels like fiberglass forming inside my throat. It's pretty awful. So, yeah, so I'm actually really glad to be able to do the stream tonight because it's at least a little bit of a return to normalcy. It's kind of felt like finding all the drafts in the place and sealing them up. It's kind of felt like bailing out a ship that has a slow, you know, sink to it. So, but everything is fine. That's just the struggle it takes to get there, you know. Let me see what the volume is at. Okay, that seems like that one a little bit loud. Yeah. Thank you. Good work. I always love having her around. She just likes to destroy things when she is. Let's see, backlight, that's fine. Although, controller. There we go. Yeah, the wildfires and the preparations that are required, I think, have kind of weirded out the cats too. You know, animals can tell when things are getting disrupted in their environment. They don't always like that very much, so I think all the, you know, semi-makeshift construction work that's been going on around here has kind of put them off their edge a little bit. All right. But finally, back to something familiar. How are you tonight, Dreambalm and Ark? Ooh, I think I know where I am. Oh, I don't like this. I thought that this was actually much later in the game than it is. This is a cave area with those really, really awful kind of monsters. If that tells you anything. Man. Out of all the games that attempt that sort of grainy, cinematic feel, this game, aesthetically, I feel just succeeds the best. Like, I've been watching a lot of older cinema lately, and I've gotten used to kind of what, not necessarily what old film grain looks like, because it varies. It's almost like a, it's like snow. It has its different patterns and weathers depending upon the age in the film. But you kind of get a feel for what it should feel like, and this game has what it feels like. Yes, Ark. This is a bit after the Keeper. I beat the dog, then got into the church, then went underground, and then monkeyed around with some crests, good old-fashioned Mikami style, and then escaped the Keeper. Probably a better way of naming that victory. Evil Within 2 has a different form of grain filter depending on the scene. Really? I was not paying attention to that when I played before. I will be interested to see how that feels when we get there on the stream. Alright, so these guys are awful. I'm just going to do this. Oh man, what am I doing? Missing, that's what I'm doing. Cool. There's a scene in Butch Cassidy? No, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid with Robert Redford and Paul Newman, where somebody is about to hire them to as like escorts, security escorts, and they want to see how Sundance fires. They want to see what his skill is, and so they put a can about like 20 feet away, and they say to shoot it, and he hits it. He hits the ground just slightly off of it, and he says, "Well, that's good enough," and he hires him. But then he asked, for the sake of his pride, well, can I move? And he was like, I don't know what you mean. He said, can I move when I shoot? And he says, yeah. And so he kind of like drops his knees and drops his height a little bit and then fires. And then he just like hits it consistently, like kicks the can like a few shots in the air. And I kind of feel that when I am trying to aim in a video game. Because if the crosshairs aren't moving, I have a very hard time getting a beat on the timing of when to fire. And I wonder if there's any kind of overlap in the brain parts that make sense to the motor skills. Actually, in video games, it probably also makes a little sense because, you know, you have a measure of idle reticle sway, you know, when you're just, not doing anything. But when you start moving it, the reticle sway usually drops a little bit. At least it becomes less tense. So it's moving, but you have a more reliable target that you know how to control as it's moving. So that might have something to do with it too. But I also find that when shooting an actual sidearm, hey kiddo, that remains true as well. Giving those smaller muscles something to do while aiming makes a big difference. All right. Come on, a little bit closer. Yep. That's why I hate them. Wonder if I can unring that bell. Yeah, there we go. Put that back in place. Try that again. I have a difficult time assessing the range where a burning body will actually set a living enemy on fire. That did it. Good. Good, good, good. Can they even get up here? Oh, yes they can, it turns out. What if I can just go around them? I would feel a lot better if both of them were coming down that tunnel. And by feel a lot better, I mean feel better about this strategy. Hey, kiddo. Okay, nope. You do not. Oh. Oh. There we go. Say, I had higher hopes for that. Can I get it back? No, I cannot. Come on, let's get it. Come on. Aha! Right as he's coming around the corner. Perfect timing. Whoop. We've awakened to the potential of bad. Give me 1 second. No, no, no. There's a power button on top of that. Come on. Goodbye, sweetie. Huh. I am surprised that that dude did not catch up to me. Gratefully so, but surprised nonetheless. All right. I am pleased about the prospect of getting some of these darts back. Let's that's giving me access to them. Okay. I guess those are too high to grab. Oh no! Well, goodbye, goop. Whew. That dart flew right by the camera. If I can get it to kind of hit there. Oh, close enough. Try it from this angle. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Kind of reminds me of the Stefano boss fight, where you have the lead up to it, I believe, has an area where you have to obscure yourself and hide from a particular plane in the level. That's I think there's a giant eyeball there. What does this say here? Ace tunas. Ace tunas? Ace tunas, huh.
Aberrant brainwave patterns observed in subjects number 25 and 33, and now again in 55. The one common factor is a case history of dissociative identity disorder. Previous experiments on the prefrontal cortex led to degradation of sense of self, but there were unanticipated results here. Suicidal thoughts of alternate personalities exhibited as attacks on the core personality. As self-consciousness waned, a sort of stasis was achieved. Like two creatures sewn together and forced to live as one, eternally hating the other. Delicious.
So I think that is supposed to explain the test subjects that were hooked up to the STEM, excuse me, apparatus, who basically resulted in these two-headed creatures that we're fighting now. And it kind of reminds me of there's an enemy in Resident Evil Revelations 1, maybe, where there's a pilot who has, because of the virus or whatever, the T virus, has a second head growing out of them, and they are antagonistic toward each other. Not unlike Homer Simpson with Mr. Burns' head sewn on. Yeah. Oh, gross. No, thank you. He wanted Sebastian dead, but maybe wanted him to be his witness. Yeah, that sounds. I mean, that sounds in character for sure. Kind of makes me think of Silent Hill 4, where Walter Sullivan both needed Henry to live long enough to witness his doings, but also wanted him dead for the purposes of the ritual. Hence, the abusive persona's combination of assistance and attack. What's my parts count looking at? Like here, 7. That is not a lot. In the case of Rubik, maybe Ruvik, not Rubik. That's a cube. In the case of Ruvik, maybe it has to do with some scientific recognition. Yeah, I can see that. I think one of his frustrations, as I recall, was that people were not acknowledging enough what he was doing, and kept having his funding stripped away, kept having to justify the value of his experiments, which, in the spirit of a true purist, evil or not, he believed that that work justified itself. Evening, tasty cupcake. No, fortunately, I've never had that experience. Ah. Just... Okay. What? Oh, Jesus. There we go. My condolences to you if you have. Evening, Hobgoblin. Good to see you. Who is this? Oh, that is my example for what will happen if I screw up. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. I went in too deep, and of course it was a trap. Sophia told me to stop so many times, but it was only a little further to the truth. Challenges, breeze. When I hear faintest breeze coming from the crack of this door now, my immediate impulse is to tape it up and then plastic over it. That's what wildfire smoke will do to you. Okay, plate that fits in the slot, 50-50 odds, one way or another. Let's see, is there a hint or something? That's, oh wait, this is actually a PS4, so that button actually brings up the save. Uh, there we go, archive, right. Oh. Okay, so I'm not seeing a hint there. Maybe it is just random. Although he was facing to the right, so maybe that's the way I want this thing to face. Nope. That was wrong. Hovering between clever and obvious. Yeah, I have a feeling that there was a beat there that would have given me what I needed to know that I missed. Interesting. Weird physics collision? Or atmospherically creepy? Oh, wait. Duh. One side has blood streaked across it, which that would, of course, be the side that was facing out when this person used it, therefore splattering the blood on it. Now I see. Duh. Yeah, it's interesting because unless you're putting that scenario together and seeing the blood on one side for yourself and drawing that conclusion, the item description text when you pick it up, that's your clue. So, what I take to be Sebastian's passing observation would have been my salvation. Oh boy. We've got some sign of Leslie here. Whoa. Oh man, I don't remember that transition. That's kind of exciting. Wow, this is kind of crazy. This is that hallway and beacon, but it looks kind of endless. No, it's not. It also kind of looks like the hallway surrounded with, you know, gurneys and chairs that I fled down when running away from the sadist. Oh, interesting. The lighting actually permanently changes and is not attached to standing in a particular area. Some neat lighting. I'm guessing these are like little emergency footpath lights.
Doc, what the hell is going on?
There's no time. I need to figure out how to reverse this if we're going to stop him.
Who? This Ruvik guy? Who the hell is he?
I'm sorry, I have to find this.
I can't help if you leave me in the dark, Doc. And you need me to help.
We were working on a method. How can I explain this? It's like linking brains together. Showing everything on an electrochemical level. Emotion, memory, perception, everything. Directly. It's unprecedented. The implications on psychology, on pharmaceuticals, on consciousness itself.
Are you serious? It's a fucking nightmare.
Well, I didn't say it was perfect. Especially not with such a...
like the perfect punchline.
So your research partner is a psychopath. And we're all inside his head.
Not exactly, no. All of us are contributing on some level. But he's the only one with conscious influence.
You know how he thinks. What does he want?
Well, it's just a theory, but... I'd say he wants us dead.
Doc officially has the best sense of humor in the entire game.
Doctor?
Yeah, I didn't say it was perfect. That it has the darkness and cadence of like a Norm Macdonald joke. I think he wants us dead. Wouldn't have guessed without him. No, yeah, he's I mean, didn't get a PhD for nothing, right? All right, so Myra's working on the big case, missing persons case, which ties Sebastian's story, which the first time I played through this, I wasn't really sure how Sebastian's story connected up to this one. But yeah, Myra was working on the missing persons case, which is connected to Ruvik because he was abducting people, hooking them up to this machine, sucking their souls out of them, essentially, memories, brains, whatever, and creating the residents of this evil. Favorite Norm Macdonald joke is when he says Amy Schumer is the funniest comedian on the planet. I have not kept up with a lot of comedies, so unfortunately that one's a little lost on me. Ooh. Right, this thing, which is awful. Jesus. This thing that Sebastian is doing is Whoa. Huh. Ending up in the save room is a pretty cool, unexpected turn. But yeah, he does this thing that a lot of protagonists do when they're being chased through corridors, and you know the thing that's chasing them is just like, you know, too big for the doorways, but it doesn't matter because their strength and their determination is such that they can just burst right through. And like, what makes you think that that door is going to be the one? Like, you're just like waiting for the lucky number. Like, okay, I've gone through 3 doors. 3's got to be it. They can't break through 3, right? But there you go. That's the no longer a safe room sign. Yes, you are correct. That is your first sign that things are starting to go south. These loading screens are very cool, and having played the PC version, make me think that this game was definitely designed around the console experience with a fixed or expected amount of load time. Because on the PC, it just like blitzes right through. You don't see any of that. So, here we are, strapped to another gurney, a field of sunflowers. Burning as you do.
Detective Castellanos.
Was that someone else's memories?
Yeah, this is where Sebastian's starting to kind of figure it out. The Johannes chapters, I believe, yeah, I believe he did the mansion experience. I don't know which other ones he did, or which other ones he was in charge of.
You were moaning in your sleep. Have a bad dream?
I think this is a rare instance of actually hearing the save room music inside the safe room.
Let go of me! Let go of me! No, no, not that way. No.
Please refrain from agitating the others.
Am I wearing that seatbelt because I'm such a fast gamer? Yes, as a matter of fact I am. I have to stop from breaking my neck on these speedruns. These blitzing fast casual playthroughs.
You don't look well at all.
I always have difficulty sussing out this this guy, because when you actually start talking to him, his voice sounds just a little more put together than the, you know, not that way no voice, which has a very kind of like nasal quality.
Memories are vague things indeed. It can be easy at times for memories to be distorted by others. That is why they must be cherished.
For a memory to be distorted by others. I guess in a normal context that would mean that a memory can be distorted by other memories, But here it actually would mean that a memory can be distorted by others' memories or other presences. So, yeah, Ruvik has found my safe room and is now gradually corrupting it. That eye is a nice, I mean, if the design of Evil Within 2 had been, you know, cemented by this point, I would say that eye is a nice forecast to the red drape, all-seeing eye kind of motif of Stefano's levels. But as it stands right now, it does a good job of suggesting the surveillance, suggesting the observation that Ruvik has Sebastian under now that he has found the place where Sebastian can go to hide. I do notice that I don't think that this safe room is lit this same way in other returns to this place. It seems to have much more color now. I don't think Ruvik was connected to the church, so I wonder why these symbols are everywhere. Yeah, I wonder that as well. Particularly since, I mean, I'm really not sure what or who is furnishing the raw materials for the safe room here. You know, the memories and everything are, you know, they make up the levels. But this seems to be something that is, I don't know, embedded in STEM itself as a unique location. And so having those church symbols there suggests a kind of bleed over in some way. Oh, give me 1 second, I need to stop this cat from destroying the partition at the bottom of the door. Hey, what's up? Coming to hang out? Okay, let's try this again. Maybe Kidman has some form of conscious influence as well. Well, out of anybody, she would, because she is the one who knows the most about it. I have a feeling that sort of like the degree to which one has any kind of mastery or ownership over the transitions in this area, that relates to how aware they are of the situation. You know, that sort of knowledge equals power element in a lot of like psychically oriented horror. So yeah, this, I mean, interestingly, I don't know if there's any other support for this notion, but if this were something that Kidman were creating as a support to Sebastian, that would be neat. I find the whenever you use the key, I find the little -1 next to it a charming little, almost doting element. It's like, yes, my friend, I do understand what using a resource means. You come on up. Or do that. That's also fine. Oh, Dreambomb, I did want to tell you that I enjoyed your little primer on your visual primer on ways to get into the Kill the Past series of games. I found that very helpful and felt that it did capture a lot of. Ooh, can I run fast? No, not yet. It did capture the good sense of priority for what is accessible and what will give you a sense of what makes Suda good. An adult Eddie Kaspbrak in the 90s TV movie of Stephen King's It with John Ritter and Tim Curry. No, I've never heard that, but thank you. Funnily enough, I actually watched that again, I want to say December? Yeah, I was very pleased to see that it was available on, I think, Amazon Prime. Is range something I really need? Okay. What's the jump here? Yeah. In retrospect, increasing the amount of healing I get from these items might have been the better choice. But here we are. You know, it's funny, I think that under normal circumstances, having the safe room area in those warmer colors would be the more comforting option, but it feels deceptively comforting, and I would have preferred it be washed out and more monochromatic, because that's familiar. Rubik's has got walk-through flower abilities. Is that, that's right, there's a little side path here. Hey, you. I know, concerning developments all around, huh? Oh, good. Can always use more of these.
Wait, I've seen that house somewhere.
This always confuses me a bit, because I'm not 100% sure,
I've never been here before, but
like, what this is triggering in Sebastian's mind. the closest thing I can think of is that the design is kind of like a proportionately smaller and, you know, unsteepled Beacon memorial, because I believe Beacon has a large circular fountain out front, had this sort of courtyard driveway entrance approach. Um, and so it kind of has that feel to it, but I was unsure. I mean, it's entirely possible that one of the reasons why Sebastian mentions this is that that sense of deja vu that I assume would be part of sharing memories with someone. See if I can. What if I can shoot that from here? Would be kicking in, but that is definitely a bomb, and I'm curious. No. Still worth trying again. Let's try. Nope. Okay. Chonker of a cat. Yep. Yep, she has filled out since coming home from the SPCA. Matches? I really need matches. Let's see if there's anything more around here. Yes. What have we got? Brain juice. Always useful. You know, even if the rewards are slim and they don't add up to much, giving me something in the level to let me know that I looked around makes me feel like I have spent my time well.
Hey! Stop, damn it!
Man, like, no one cares about Sebastian. The one person in this entire simulation that everyone feels okay walking away from.
Now what?
Let's see what I see this way. No, Cupcake. I also have not had that experience.
I knew it.
I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Because yes, that is exactly what's been happening the entire game.
Don't you think you should use your green gel?
I kind of wonder if that's like I don't know, her showing her hand a little bit, because for every time that she treats me as though I have just sort of catatonically stared out into, you know, kind of gone into my own head and stared into space, while I'm out running around these missions in the combat areas. That's the one time she's referencing any kind of like player progression or showing any sign that I am going back and forth and acquiring things and bringing them back to this safe room. So yeah, that's interesting. And yes, a friend who treats you that way is not much of a friend. So, I'm inclined to agree with Goblin and Dreambaum. There we go. I think that is one of the few times in the game that I actually hear the sound effect of the doors opening as they as you go through the start menu and hit continue and move through those double doors. Evening, Viper. It's good to see you. Okay. I always love me a good mansion exploration sequence, and this one actually becomes quite frightening when you enter the Stalker portion. Because, you know, the one-hit kill business. Oh, nifty. I was actually thinking about you the other day, because I know, you know, you are in one of the other global regions that I know has had wildfire problems that have been newsworthy of late, and we are in similar circumstances as you were several months ago right now here in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus, there he is. And that's why I hate this. Oh, God. Go, go, go. There's got to be a place to hide in here. Place to hide? Yes. Oh, God. Evening, Brahmano. See, the way the like effects work, it makes you think that he is wherever the pulsing is coming from, but he's not. So you can't really be sure. Yeah, no, we are trying to keep safe here, but I think that a lot of people are discovering, maybe a little later than they would have liked to, that just closing their windows and closing their doors is not really enough to keep the toxic cloud out. Fortunately, we have not had to, we haven't had to be evacuated yet here. I don't like that. Okay. That's a hiding closet. That is a non-hiding cello. Although you could hide in there. Were you sufficiently small and foldable? I do like how Ruvik just appears in this environment. There's no cutscene to say that, you know, hey, you're being stalked by Ruvik. He just shows up, and you have to figure out how to deal with that. I feel like that supports the horror of the moment without giving the player a safe cutscene space to sort of emotionally retreat into. You know, they just got to deal with the fright of the moment. All right, that's right. These are two paintings in the library, I recall. Oh. Huh. Here's something growling. Maybe it's from upstairs? Oh. God. That looks... I think that's a man, but the black hair makes it look very much like Laura. Also the red overcloak. So, 2 on the bottom. That's the people above, and now I need to find the upper half of the painting. Boy. There is the bomb that I saw through the window that I tried to shoot, but couldn't. However, I do like that they had, like, fully rendered the interior of the library such that I could see the traps that would appear on the outside. What kind of typewriter do we have here? That is an elevated set of type bars. Man, the way they've got the way they have the upper part set up, it's like they're trying to keep the piece of paper prisoner. Fella, you are not moving around. Whew. Did I make this profile art for my channel? No, that was actually art that I had commissioned from a surrealist painter named Emily. I forget Emily's last name at the moment, but yeah, she does very good work. Oh God, he's right there. This is what I really, really want that sprinting for. What? Oh, this is bad for a lot of reasons. Where did she even come from? The cameo from the Raincoat Killer. Yeah, no, he's really upped his game. It is interesting to see that my run gauge, stamina gauge, actually does not recharge when I'm hiding. Oh no, you see me? Yes, you do. Yes. Whew. Yeah, the horror mood and pacing in this area is very good. Based on this, it's very understandable why they gave him creative control over the sequel. I'm gonna choose to believe that you are dead. Ah, here we go. Thank you. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 and 2. Did that take out both of them? It, in fact, did not. This might. Excellent. Now that I have these two things, I'm going to save real quick. The way Johannes made sense of the story in the DLC without removing its mysterious appeal. Yeah, I agree. Did he do both, all 3 DLC pieces, or did he just do the Kidman entry? The one where you play as the Keeper felt much more, I guess, like gameplay justified. Kind of more of a gameplay gimmick rather than something that really, you know, expanded the story. Okay. Yeah, I want to save up for that next. So, 9,000. Only the Kidman DLC? Yeah. I think one of the things that that The Evil Within 2 also did really well is it found and forefronted what really is the core story here, and the whole narrative conceit of this happening inside STEM. It's not really an occult thing. It has scary horror elements to it, but that there is this mechanism. What? That's a weird animation to call. Strange. I wonder if they meant to do the regular like put item animation in there, and then it just called the sort of goo gathering thing. But anyway, yeah, he managed to take the core story of The Evil Within, create a very specific story set in it, and in the process clarified this game quite a lot, because once you understand, the very basic set of ideas that make this entire environment possible, then you can kind of understand this game better. Yes, the way The Evil Within 2 understood The Evil Within 2 understood Evil Within 1, in the same way that Silent Hill 2 understood the core of Silent Hill 1. And yes, I agree. I think that is what makes both strong. Okay, here we go. Oh, not that. Yeah, this is pretty awesome. I agree, Dreambomb. I wish there were more sequels like that.
What do we have here?
Subject number 14, test 88C, limbic priming, temp 3, electrode placement C4, stimulation of the singular cortex, Hope Center. Assailing the Hope axis improves domination of the subject's will, but domination isn't enough.
Dreambomb, I think that this this particular puzzle kind of reinforces your notion of Ruvik wanting to be witnessed, because he is making Sebastian is having to retread his research's steps to kind of understand the kind of ruthlessness or cut off from humanity that Ruvik went through to become the man he is today. So, Hope Center is where I'm going. Which I believe is right here. Nope, that's wrong. Maybe I missed something.
Subject number 14, test 88C, limbic priming, temp 3, electrode placement C4, stimulation of the singular cortex, Hope Center. Assailing the Hope
Oh wait,
axis
I'm looking at the
improves
wrong thing.
domination of the subject's will.
I thought that Hope was right next to the one at the top, but it's not. It's the little Ohio-looking bit. It's kind of up here. Yeah, there we go.
What did I just set in motion?
Always knew Ohio was the Hope Center. That's right. What we like to call the bellwether cortex. Oh, God.
The hospital has not received the family's usual donation this year.
And why would they? Has the hospital been doing anything worthy of donation?
The Victoriano family has always been a generous contributor. Where are your parents?
They have gone away.
When do you expect them?
Is there something you wish to discuss, Doctor?
I came to inform you that the hospital will no longer be able to provide you with assistance. Materials. Your research will very quickly disintegrate.
How dare you come into my home and threaten me?
So this is Ruvik post-burning accident. Well, yeah, it's kind of an accident. It was actual vandalism from the townspeople who disliked the Victoriano family, but they did not intend to kill Laura and maim Ruvik.
That looks like the same red liquid.
But solving that is good news. Sorry, ma'am. You already
Green type.
already acknowledged that you know about the green goo. The jig is up. Oh god! Go, 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 go! Buddy, get inside there. Okay. Jesus. That's distressing. Don't actually see a figure in front of you as the through the door crack, just a slight slight distressing of reality. As though it were a fabric. Oh god. Oh, what? Fella's got a gun. Please stop that. Whew. Portal to a new world. Details are all there. So this would be Ruvik's hitting upon the discovery of STEM. Whew, close. See if I can land this. No, 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 you were supposed to do a thing. Come on, let's see if we can still do this. So my intention was to hit him in the head with the bottle and then go up and stealth kill him, but that didn't work out.
Again?
Alright, we've already used up Ohio.
Subject number 58, test 92A. Electrode placement in M33, pain region. Ineffective. Anticipate greater results with stimulation of section F7, the consent region of the neocortex.
Okay, so...
Subject imprint, only partially successful. Individual personality traits linger.
This is going to be to the left of this thing here. Gross. Consent region? Yeah, apparently,
Is this, what did you call it? Your inner sanctum?
it's called the Sure Fine
A
Cortex.
research lab of your own? I am most impressed.
Why are you back? I didn't give you permission.
Come now, we're both men of science. Men of science are dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. You can show me your experiments. I can show you things.
You wouldn't like them. You'd think they're gross.
In science, one must do any number of things a layperson may find disgusting. I've done many things others would consider distasteful.
You think I'm some kind of a monster.
You concern yourself so much with your appearance. But that mind of yours, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's Marcello. Is that Ruvik with him?
Nope, still no room for that. The change in Ruvik's voice from young to hold on a second. I have a very strong feeling I'm going to. Yep. It's gonna hide in here. Whew. Yeah. The change in Ruvik's voice from young to post-burn. Like, I feel like they changed the voice actors. Huh. Let me switch that. Oh, weird. I told it to use it when I was under the table, and then it waited.
Just one more to go.
Until I left underneath the table to actually execute.
Oh, well, you should take better care of yourself.
Alright, quick save real fast, and I'm going to take a quick break, and I will be right back in 3 minutes. job. Cat did me the favor of finding an earplug, which she was using as a pillow, and I don't know where it came from. It is not an earplug brand that I have bought in months, so either she was squirreling that away and breaking it out on a wild Saturday night, or I don't know, maybe she was hanging around underneath a couch. So.
Been expected.
Huh. This is strange. Oh, I see. Okay. I was noticing the shadow on the floor, and I was wondering what the light source was, because this itself is a light source, but turns out it was that up there. Thank you, Viper. It's good to be back. Really like this game, and I like this stream. George Washington's there. Yeah, something that is very strange about this game and its environment is based on the accents and many of the kind of like the way that it's introduced as an urban environment at the beginning. This feels like it's set in America, but as it goes along and you kind of get a sense of all the regions, what they look and feel like, that are part of this game, it almost feels like it should be set in Europe. Okay, we have cleared this room out. I'm very much expecting to run into Rubik again at a moment I do not want to. Cool, I can hide under there. Alright, these are signs that Rubik's trauma at losing his sister in the violence of the fire was a moment when his previously sociopathic inclinations and his inability to sympathize with others became malicious. European settings seem to lend themselves to this sort of haunted estate mansion deal. Yeah, I agree. I think there's, with the relationship between the people... Hold on. I heard a door open? Yeah, with the relationship between the people who vandalized the Victoriano barn and Ruvik, it suggests a kind of a weird lord or nobility. Oh, that didn't do what I wanted it to do. That did, though. It suggests a kind of lord serf feeling. Because of all the history present there. Yes, I think that's that has a lot to do with it. I think with estates of this scale in America, you probably would need to go back to, I guess, the 1800s. All right. I am not aware. No, probably late 1700s also. Just not aware of how preserved or enduring architecture from that time was. Oh! Well, you win some, you lose some. And by some, I mean limbs. Okay, there's a hiding spot in there. Do not like that chance laughter.
Shit.
Whew. Oh man. I totally forgot that was there. I thought that that was a feature of the cave level, because that's got kind of more the Indiana Jones style traps in it. All right. Yeah, let's take the edge off that shrapnel burn that I got from screwing up the puzzle. I mean, it is nice that they actually use the fireplace for a fire. It's just, you know, heavily recessed. Oh, weird. Something about the way... I'm looking at that log that's right there on that ash pile, and I thought it was animating for a second, but I'm not really sure what it's doing. If I look at the end of it, I see that the end of it is staying the same, but the top is changing somehow. Weird. Oh, yes I will. Thank you very much.
Subject number 12. Test 71B. Electrode placement A2. Stimulation of amygdala, seat of emotion and memory allocation. The fear center of the brain.
Here is... right there.
Subject feels as I do. This vessel is far too weak to withstand the psychological weight I myself bear daily.
And Ruvik has the, like, mopiest lab notes. Like, yeah, buddy, we all have our stuff.
Oh, Father. If you only knew how satisfying that look on your face is. Did you actually think if you locked me away, I would just cease to exist? Out of sight, out of mind. You did. You did. Didn't you? Oh, you were never out of my mind. I hope you're proud of yourselves.
In hindsight, you gotta respect the sheer amount of will Ruvik has. Well, that's true. That's what makes a good villain a villain. Ain't nobody gonna break their stride. Nobody gonna slow them down. Oh no. They've got to keep on moving. Is there anything else here? No. That painting is particularly scary because it makes me think it's Laura. I hear something kind of in that direction. I don't trust that. Here, let's do this. Alright. Cool. You were legit. Oh! Excellent. Even the family is so painfully European. Yeah, I think that also, I think that unconsciously also explains why all the names have either are Italian or have an Italian aesthetic, except for Kidman, who is the outsider and whose name has a distinctly Anglo feel. I believe... Oh, I had a chance and I blew it. But that worked.
Maximum frequency stimulation of cortical regions has proven less than effective. The subjects scream and scream, but they die much too quickly. Tailored settings achieve better results. The only question that remains is which regions to focus on. Fear, hope, consent, trust, envy. 3 of these are pivotal. But which will open the way?
Here. Oh God! Ah, the jump scares get me, man. Whew, that one looks like it was even more brutal than usual.
About fucking time.
Now let's, yeah. I'm not going down there without a little bit of insurance.
You've been expected.
Ma'am, I think I'm going to need you to phrase that in a more subjective way. Rather than, you've been expected, why don't you say, I have been expectant? That allows you to own the feeling without crossing into my boundaries. So, yes. I want this. It does, that whole puzzle sequence does cast some, new light on what might actually be going on here, because you do have those little things jamming Sebastian in the head, presumably poking him in the brain to get him to be better at his job. Oh, weird, I can't turn the camera around here.
Slice clean, all the way. No cure for what I'm going to do to you. Peel, pristine skin. Thoughts from the mines. What do you fear, little one? Peel.
Ruvik?
Huh. Seeing a pig's head here, kind of a Lord of the Flies vibe. I don't like mannequins. Ruvik seems to, like, by bringing me here, he seems to have the sort of revolver ocelot problem of being a sort of twisted ally, and at the same time just occasionally deciding to try to kill me, which would invalidate a great deal of what he's working toward. I've never played this game with headphones on before, and I've got to say the sound design on these effects is kind of neat. Almost kind of got a fan. Sounds like something organic and fluttering mixed with a sort of a fan effect. Oh god, that's... Oh man. This is a puzzle they brought back in the painting destruction sequence of Evil Within 2, I recall. Whew. Alright. Thankfully, finally, a self-destroying mannequin. Oh man, what?
Did this to us!
Oh no, it's a one-hit kill. The void from Downpour, you're right. In fact, until it laid its grubby hands on Sebastian and insta-killed him, it even had that sort of like siphoning of health effect. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, there's a chain. No, buddy. Yeah, I see the lock. I just need to get rid of it. There we go. Here. Okay, that's clearly my way through. This guy, these bars. Thank you. No, 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 no! Oh my god. To recharge that stamina fast.
You did this to us!
What? Oh no. I thought I had that. That's a pretty good dramatic run, too. Ah, okay. Well, now I know what I'm doing. Not sure why that doesn't accept the punch up close. There we go. Alright. Now we run. Oh, I see what happened. I got disoriented and turned around. So I ran into it instead of away. Gotcha. Whew.
Why was I led here?
To die in a Van Gogh painting. What does it do if I try to run away? Oh, I see. It has a fence bordering the area. Okay. Well, that answers that. Nifty. What is this? Oh, goop. Don't trust sunflowers anymore in game. They only bring you pain. It's true. They seem to be good examples of ironically cheery or positive visuals. It's interesting. Oh, unlike sunflowers in any other context, they are all facing the same way. Kind of... Okay. So at this distance, they're still... So I did notice they started to move a bit when I got near them. Yeah. Yeah, I think they probably have like a swaying animation that only kicks in when you're nearby. Kind of curious to see what they look like out here. Yeah, they're all facing the direction that I am cinematically approaching from. Cool.
I know you're in here. I can hear you breathing.
It's a nice touch because that's one of Laura's signs that she's nearby.
Rich bastards. Think they can buy up all our land.
They need to be shown who really owns these parts.
Hey, I think there's kids in there.
I didn't hear anything. What the?
Somebody, open the door! Reuben! Reuben, you have to climb!
Shit. I better get out of here. There.
Kind of occurs to me that the name Rubik being kind of a portmanteau of Ruben Victoriano seems like I can't put in another example of this, but it seems like a kind of very Japanese way of making a nickname. What do I do up here now? Huh. I see. It is interesting that it doesn't give me the option to set these alight. Which, obviously, there's no need to, but they seem like the same objects I was able to burn before. Well, Yasumi Matsuno Yasmat? Oh, man. Yikes. Reload. Oh man, run and gun on this is super slow since I have not upgraded this weapon. Not sure if this is a boss that I have to kill all the pieces of, or if I need to attack him directly. But this kind of feels like kind of an inverted tower defense, which I guess would be a pit fight. I think an inverted tower defense would mean I'm trying to keep them inside. It's definitely not my game here. No, 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 no! The director of Final Fantasy Tactics? Yeah, Matsuno. I think he also did Vagrant Story, right? Ruvik, for some reason, able to take on giant blood form. That's cool. What am I doing on weapons? It's not bad.
Please, you must eat. You've got to keep your strength up.
My children. I want...
Beatrice, we have been through this.
Oh, this is his parents' bedroom, and... or at least this is the left half of their parents' bedroom that I visited previously. Yeah, I think that did skip the dialogue. I did not intend it to do so. Just like, I think I intended to check out that other room before triggering this transition. Whoops. right. It is unfortunate to have skipped that, but I don't think it really revealed anything super new. Just that the Victorianos were worried about their kids and that Ruvik was starting to lose it. Yeah, I agree. It is a great chapter. It is. I didn't know that that was John Johannesson who did that when I played through, but with the benefit of hindsight and having played Evil Within 2, I really appreciate what he's bringing to horror games in these. I'm always very curious who makes these scribbles. There's our keeper friend, and the meat tenderizer, and a lot of cubes, which I'm not 100% sure what those are in reference to. Evening, Viper. Well, evening for me. Have a good day for you, and yeah, hope to see you on Tuesday. It starts to repeat there. Oh no, I think I might be about to fight Laura again. Love the camera work here where
How many have you killed?
it twists as it goes down.
Reuben? Does he mean Ruvik?
Numbers are irrelevant. They
That's
were
also a
secret
Johannes
because
chapter,
they
but this one is
themselves cared.
heinous.
And they served a higher purpose. They furthered my research.
This was not mere research. The things the papers say were done to those people, those traps.
These vermin, these microbes, they're mine to do with as I please. But you are correct. This was not mere research. I'm close to perfection.
This is abhorrent.
This is my will.
I always thought it was interesting in The Evil Within 2 how they managed to preserve those moments, but they kind of like made the figures more talking heads, static memories, rather than fully motion captured vignettes like that. I feel like it would not have hit as strongly in this game if they had just been as stationary as they are in The Evil Within 2. Do you mean this one is heinous in a good way or a bad way? Children taken from me. Was it my fate? Was it something he did? Okay, this is Mrs. Victoriano. Is this the one that has all those spike traps and the spinning wheels and stuff? Okay. Yes, I know the one you're talking about, and I've died on this level many times.
My head.
It's interesting how many times they use fixed camera angles in this one, but they change it each time. So I think usually it's up over the desk. And, oh, this is interesting. So, there's a reticle point that is identifying, which Sebastian can point to if he readies his weapon, even though I'm not controlling it. Let's see. I also don't see, any of the UI associated with it, so they turned all that off. And if I ready the rifle, it letterboxes. How interesting. I wonder what else I can do. Oh, it does give me a UI for that. Which, I mean, I never use these. I'm kind of curious to see what's going to happen. That...
Who is that guy next door?
Oh, now I have free control over the camera. Okay. Let's just do this real fast. That was awesome. No, that's not the direction I would like you to go in. Thank you. But yeah, now that we're here at the start of this again, we'll call attention to the fact that I do like this corkscrew motion of the camera right around the time it makes this transition to the metallic chain link and concrete world from the mansion's relatively organic feeling.
Numbers are irrelevant. They received as they themselves gave, and they served a higher purpose. They furthered my research.
This was not mere research. The things the papers say were done to those people, those traps.
These vermin, these microbes, they're mine to do with as I please. But you are correct. This was not mere research. I'm close to perfection.
This is abhorrent.
This is my will.
Yeah, they basically transitioned to the other world. Which is interesting to think about because, I mean, everything in this STEM makeup is the other world, but there are versions of it that are more other than others.
My head.
Okay. No grenade thrown this time.
Who is that guy next door?
Do you have any idea why this world is the way it is?
What? Who are you?
Hate. Hate. Ruvik's hate. The man's consumed by it. He wants out. Wants to get his revenge. He wants back what he feels the world took from him. It's not like he could actually get that. It's not like he could actually get that. This world exists as long as he does.
You heard something just now?
I did not know they picked mostly film actors for the voice acting. And yeah, I agree. Ruvik's work is Ruvik's voice is very well done. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we still have that that newfound warmth. Wealthy landowner and wife die in car crash. So he murdered them, put them in the car, and then crashed the car while escaping himself. Himselves? Sure. Phone lines experiencing noise. Now that's interesting because I know that the moment that Sebastian and everybody enter STEM is when they're driving to the Beacon Hospital and they hear that piercing whine over the radio, indicating they've been kind of jacked in by Wi-Fi. So I wonder if that's connected to it, kind of like Ruvik's attempt to send those pulses out and gather people. Crimson Wonderland closes after incident. Doctor-patient confidentiality. Daughter mental hospital patient. Huh. Let's see what my goo looks like. That is not much to spend. So. Oh, mannequins inside. Those aren't Iron Maidens. There's a word for it. Gibbets? Gibbets. Gibbets? Yep. A sign of great things to come. Oh, I can disarm it from here. Great. Did not pass out, you swear. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Because had you passed out, it would only be perfectly understandable given the time there. Okay. I think I remember this. Or maybe I don't. A meta dream where you were watching me play The Evil Within 2. Oh, maybe it was foretelling that of the stream to come after this, which is heartening because that means that I will survive until I stream The Evil Within 2. Meaning if I delay that as long as possible, then that will vouchsafe my extended life because that future has to come to pass. Based on every story I've read about manipulating prophecies, that is bound to work. It never works. Oh, right, this one. Oh yeah, this is kind of a bummer because you don't really get to keep any of the supplies that you pick up. Don't have that much confidence in your dreams. Well, I mean, it's my life that's at stake, so given the way the world is going, I will take anything I can get. And yes, Dreambomb, heinous is the right word. Yes, buddy. No, you're like right there. Is there a tripwire? Oh no, the tripwire's over here. Just gonna play with this for... Okay, hold on. So I thought that those were traps and that I would be able to lure him over and get him rather than set off the entire alarm. So, you know what? I'm gonna roleplay it though. And I don't have any matches. Alright. It's good stuff. Forgot that that was there. I also like how the dude just kind of whoop Lazarus'd up. If I can stab him. In fact, I can. No, murder carousel is not what you expect. No one really offers you that when you're given your choice of options, right? Whew. God, I swear, I am always right on the black line of those. Oh, please, I seem to have stepped in something. Just want to scrape the bottom of my shoe off here and get the corpse off. Well, it was bound to happen eventually.
This is insane.
Let's see. Where is my boy? Okay, he's up there. See, am I all alone here? In fact, I am. Alright. Okay. There you go. Great. Hobgoblin, this is the murder carousel that will slice you in half and send your discrete body parts flying all over the level if you happen to get hit by that giant whirling blade. Not unlike what happens with giant whirling blades in real life. It's your favorite Clown Posse song. Well, I'm glad to accommodate. Whoa! No, 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 no! Gun's empty! Gun's empty! Do I have any matches? I do not. Oh! Oh, go, 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 go! Nope, bad shot. Bat, worse shot. Oh, nah. Yes! I only wasted all of that ammo. Ooh, one left in stock. That does not bode well. But I think we can make it. Wow, that thing's got some range on it. Oh. The weirdest looking battery pack. I'm wondering if that's some sort of archaic real-life design. Because if not, it's inspired. It looks kind of insectoid. There we go. Believe. Am I greeted by anybody? I am, in fact. Gonna just hop on up here. That's fine. That's easily perhaps the least worrisome outcome. Trying to draw him out here so maybe I can get a free kill from this environmental hazard. There we go. Oop. Seems risky. Cool. I really need some ammunition here. How's the timing on this gonna work? Yeah! Excellent. I did not see that. We're all a bunch of winners here. Yeah. Gonna try not to trip this one here. This is looking pretty clear. Alright. There's a dude who I would like to see me and come rushing to my aid. But I don't think he has a spirit that generous. There you go. Oh, okay. I was really worried he was going to hit me and trigger like a stagger animation that would put me in the path of the blade. Oh. Shot me through the wall. It's brutal. Stream bomb, I think this is definitely heinous territory. Excellent. Actually, it does occur to me that the flash bolt would be an excellent choice for getting those guys to remain staggered outside the in the carousel. And thank you. Okay. What does this do? Oh, this increases my max health. Does it? Well, I'll try it next time. Just been hanging on to those for a rainy day. Try this again. Yes. Frustrating to navigate? It's not as bad as it might be, I think, because it is a change in pace from the more traditional survival horror experience that I had with the mansion and everything, but I'm only on my third restart, or second restart. Yeah, anyway, I haven't hit the point of being frustrated yet. Ark, it's good to have a lot of favorites. Leads to a very happy existence. Whew. Shaved his eyebrows. Oh, I missed it. At least I was avenged. How are you doing? I thought so. Oh, you're a runner. Excellent. Oh, there's a bottle of goo over here. I recall? No, but I'll take it. All right. Sounds like someone getting beat up. They have been pretty stingy on matches lately. I'm looking forward to,
What the?
being a little more generous on those. And these things are awful. Matches. I really like the little kind of soft chomp sound effect you get when you pick up the matches. Alright, so going after that extra bottle of green goo would have been greedy for sure. Okay. Meat hooks. A completely normal thing to find. Kiddo? you? Welcome to the stream again. Just trying to gauge the temperature of the water here. All right. We're in sit-down territory. Good job. I think that's everyone. Maybe not everyone. Oh man, I did not know those things were incompatible. Did you? Did you look it up on GameFAQs and not tell me? And I gotta stop hoarding information. Suspiciously inadequate at opening doors. Cool. Yeah, I know. They're only text files, jeez. And I know she is a master of Control F. Because she always word searches every web page for feline. Oh, this might kill me. Fortunately not. Actually, no, I know that I've been blown up by those bombs well before now. Wondering why it decided to give me that tutorial at that point. There we go. Okay, I'm seeing the little floaty bits. And I'm looking for a wire because I'm not sure what they're in reference to. Oh, probably this right here. Yes, had I tried to escape through that hole, I would have run right into that. Do wine bottles only stagger enemies when I hit them in the head? Yes. Yes, that is correct. I thought that there would be some accounting for whether or not they're wearing a mask, but it seems to work universally, regardless of what their, you know, gear looks like. I don't think I've hit an actual save room yet in this level. Yeah, that's a good cat. Weird atmosphere change. I love what they do with the saturation and the colors in this. How it goes sort of fuzzy sepia toned. I believe that is my boy, who I saw dragging his heavy load before. Pardon me. Suspiciously generous with ammo right before a checkpoint. Whoops. I don't think I've seen that trap since the village. Right? That's right before, like right after a checkpoint. It's almost petty. Yeah, no, I totally hit it. It's just a little cheap feeling. It's like it's right after a checkpoint, so it's just kind of like this middle finger to the player. Might as well. Or I could have used a health kit. Didn't hit her as I intended it to. Feel like there should be more? Okay. I think I see what I can do there. If I can freeze him in front of that thing. Oh, looks like that was my one shot at that. Okay, he's not going down that hallway, which is where I think he wants to go. Okay, that did it. Collect my payment. Kind of remembering something here. Yes. Okay, I need to shoot this thing first. Close. Suspiciously defunct.
This place.
Oh, there's round 2 over there. It's interesting to see like the kinds of things they borrowed from the Silent Hill in terms of this otherworld area. It manages to be cleaner and less gory than Silent Hill, with a lot fewer vacancies, and at the same time creates a greater sense of claustrophobia. I think in Silent Hill, part of the fear that's created by a lot of its otherworld environment is just sheer openness of it, basically not knowing how far your hand extends in front of you in the darkness. And this one is very much about closing in on you, and it's effective in a different way. I know that one of the punishments in Dante's Inferno is about constriction, and I think Huxley in the Marriage of Heaven and Hell, one of his books on LSD, basically, and he's talking about different kinds of nightmare scenarios that show up in literature overall, and constriction and compression is one of them, a particular image of hell. And I feel like that's what this area conveys. And yes, yeah, fewer locked doors for sure. Oh man, I think I remember. Another monster here. Evening, Mexican Stings. Good to see you again. How are you? Oh boy. Let's go ahead and oh, that's gonna hit me too. That do it? Alright, that did it. Prefer the cleanliness of Evil Within 1 to Silent Hill's Otherworld? Yeah, I can see that. And that's good. It's good. You should chill out after late night weekend work. That's above and beyond right there. Oh, I forgot that this disorients you. It does not nearly have the clean inventory health maxing effect of the yellow herb combinations in RE4. I'm actually surprised they're giving me the full 3,000 on that. Usually the way they do the rewards on this. What? Okay. Now the way they do the rewards is the first one you get the full amount for the first time it introduces an enemy, and then you get diminishing returns each time. But it gave me the full 3,000 on all three, which is kind of neat. Yeah, it's one of the many visual effects that this game has going for it. As comparatively dangerous as it feels to back up in a corner while fighting those two large things, it's actually, it feels smarter than running around trying to find refuge in areas you have not secured. Nice. Nice. And very good. And who was this? Excellent. Wraiths have the frame rate of early PC FMV. So strange and out of character. Don't like that. Oh, cool. Full circle. Oh, wild. This is where I first put the battery in. It's kind of crazy that it's like right there. Yeah. That's a good transition. Oh god, that's Laura. Kind of in the way that this game takes a lot of classic Shinji Mikami moments and throws them in here. It's nice to see that her reintroduction is a throwback, I think, to the liquor introduction in Resident Evil 2. And yeah, Laura's hardy. Hardier than anyone has a right to be. Nope. No thank you.
Everything I have, everything I am, has been taken from me since the accident by those who seek to consume me. They are in the darkness, with only the phantoms of my mind to comfort me, to taunt me. I nearly lost myself completely. But then I saw her. Deep down I know she was only an apparition. But I would regain my face. Recover what was taken from me. Restore her. My beloved sister, Laura.
It's kind of tragic given the potential of the technology that Rubik's created to be able to effectively transplant consciousness from one body to another and mind swap, is that Laura existed well before the technology. So she is the one person in all of this whose mind is not at all linked up and cannot be authentically added to somebody else's body or presence. Hello? Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, this would be the fire opening to Evil Within 2, where Sebastian believes he watched Lily die. Oh, sorry, cat. Okay. Sorry. It is an art to be able to shift places with a cat who is finally rested enough to hang out on you and not lose her in the process.
Have you forgotten something?
Patrick Higgins. RIP. wonder if I have enough after those. No. I want to save and boost my sprint time. That's gonna be my next upgrade. And I guess depending on the luck of the draw, when I open up these lockers, I might be able to do that right now. Bodes well. Depends on the cat's mood. That is correct. All right. We are going out for track team. And her mood is uncharacteristically chill tonight. I think probably freaking out a little bit from all the toxic cloud preparations took it out of her, so she's willing to relax and be sedate. Well, you want to make sure you got the right cat. Yeah, toxic cloud preparations. I am in the greater Seattle area, and we have wildfire smoke from Oregon and eastern Washington coming our way. There's a wind that pushed a lot of the smoke that had been blown out to sea from California and Oregon, kind of pushed it back inland and up. So we have now received that. Yeah, in Seattle. Smoke situation is pretty rough. It's not as rough as where it is probably where you are, if you are in the Bay Area. But yeah, it's bad, and you find out exactly how drafty your place is when you have a greater density of particles per unit of tar and whatever kind of industrial burning hazard comes along with the wood smoke. Thought it was daylight savings time. It was so dark. Yeah, I have had a similar experience this morning. Oh, that's not good. Because on weekends I just kind of rely on the sun to wake me up, given the position of where the windows are in my room, and I slept until like I think 10:30 today, because the smoke had so completely blocked out sunlight from the sky that it did not even reach like dusk intensity light at noon. So yeah, we had a lot of orange and a lot of kind of salmon colored, appropriately, given our fishing industry, a lot of salmon colored light most of the day today. Yeah, it's got up into, if you go to airnow.gov, the pollution intensity got into the purple, very unhealthy range, about halfway up to 300, which is their cutoff point for actual hazardous air quality levels. So, yeah, my past couple of days have been going around my home, finding all of the drafty spots around windows and skylights and everything, and either sealing gaps with painter's tape, which can be removed later without damaging anything. Oh, Jesus, like this is damaging my soul. And also putting plastic tarps over things to catch any stray drafts that are not preventable that way. So yeah, it's felt a little bit, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but it has felt a little bit like bailing water out of a ship. I do not like this place. All right. I think this might be it. This is the Laura moment. Oh, wild. They're combining the alarm visual effect with that slight blur that indicates that something is going really wrong with the universe. Gosh, she's right behind me. Oh, Jesus. Oh no, was I a sucker? Indeed, I was a fool. Oh god, it's so awful. Do I have AC and have I changed the filters recently? Yes, I do have an air conditioner. Yeah, I vacuumed off the filter about a week ago. It's a sort of filter that doesn't have like very fine overlapping mesh, so it doesn't catch a lot of stuff in there. So you can basically, kind of scrape off the dust and collected stuff with a good vacuum cleaner. It probably merits another cleaning soon, though, so thank you. That's a good reminder. We do have an air purifier that has done excellent work. The marine layer in the Bay Area caused the air quality to be almost better than when there was a lot of smoke in the air previous days. Interesting. All the smoke in the air just stayed above it and prevented the sun from heating the ground. Yeah, I think the chill today was the pun unintended, but most chilling part of the experience, because it's just unseasonably cool, and when you know that that's because the sun isn't reaching the earth, it's unsettling. And my system is sensitive, so as soon as those pollutants start getting in and screwing with my sinuses and throat, I feel it very quickly, and all the more so for these little small mammals that have even tinier air passageways and lungs. Oh man. Okay. So those are turned off. A mild sore throat for a month. Yeah, I think that's... I mean, what a dark thing to say because it's true now, but maybe you'll be lucky and it's just the toxic pollutants in the air that are causing your sore throat and not the pandemic. Yeah, I hear ya. Oh, good, that turned off all of it. I need to shoot something. Yeah, that's right. Ah, Jesus. Oh, God. Just waiting for that thing to Turn off there. Yeah. Jesus.
Damn it!
And nervously reload my gun here. Oh! Come on, come over here. Yes. Ah, under the thing that makes you vulnerable. Jesus! Ah! Damn it. No, that's fine. That wasn't your fault. No, you did a good job. You did a good job, yeah. I appreciate all of your contributions. There's a cat down here. No, I'm not going to pay you. Alright, I'm not going to pay you again. Cat's name is Skylight. She usually tries to get behind my PC and tear things out in a bid for attention. Take this. But now she's being good, so I am contorting myself as I need to be in order to keep her staying in place. I will get paid. Yeah. So I am quite glad now that I took the time to upgrade my running. Definitely need it for this. Missed. God! Corpses. Of course. That was lucky. Oh God! Alright. There's a way to kill her. Oh man, I wasted that chance. No, 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 dude! Don't get close to the wall. Good. How do I get over there? Oh. Oh, that's that opens that furnace. Would have been cool to use. Oh no. Ah. Okay. Now that I know where the things are, and I've already suffered a death, we've got this. Nope, you stay there. Cool. All right. Where are you, Laura? There you go. I believe her damage in this is cumulative, so the more times I can hit her coming out of these bodies, the easier it is at the last encounter in that dead end. Buddy, need you to... That's good. having a moment there. Yep. Come on, you can do it. Oh, she teleported out of the way. Ruinous. Oh, no, 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 Sebastian! Sorry, buddy. That's on me. So close. Okay. Oh my god. She has so much HP. Did that do it? It did not, in fact. Oh no, reload, reload! No, that's not what I intended to do. That's better. Oh, thank God. Oh, Jesus. A whopping 8,000. Now, I know your work is done. Your help was greatly appreciated, and we will never forget your sacrifice. Yeah, that's one of the experiences that feeds into my assessment of Laura's return in The Evil Within 2. which is that, oh, there was another one of those I could have hit. Basically, you have to invest a lot of resources into killing her, more than you would have on many playthroughs. And so basically, Sebastian would not have the opportunity to have the catharsis that he has right now, very gently jogging away from his defeated enemy. And so by being able to finally kill Laura in The Evil Within 2, he's able to sort of overcome the trauma that kind of accrued oil-like to his, mind and heart over the years. Because if you don't kill her, she rushes the elevator and... She do it again? No. Yeah, if you don't kill her, she rushes the elevator and grabs you, and like
Who do you think
you have to snap her arms off with the elevator going down.
You are Seb. I know what you crave, what you fear. Will you be able to live with yourself knowing what I'm gonna make you do? Poor little Joseph couldn't. Too bad they dragged you into this. But either way, you're mine. To do with as I please.
Yep, that was the Rubik floor. I didn't catch up on chat. Yeah, right? You'd think she'd never been on fire before. Yeah, the do you get an infinite rocket launcher in this as a reward? I forget. I know that it ends in typical Mikami fashion with a rocket launcher, but I don't remember if that's a reward. Whoa.
Shit, back here again.
John Johannesson says you can never escape. What? I'm curious to see. Okay. I was seeing if I could get that animation to repeat off the door again. Fired one in real life. And yeah, I agree. Having a designer back-to-back on chapters, this really, it makes it that full, almost Vinculum Gate-esque loop, right? Where you enter a door, go through a whole bunch of nonsense, and then at the end of it, you're back at that entrance to complete the circuit. Because now I'm actually in these rooms as they would be in some kind of like sensible spatial relationship.
Doc, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Trying to save us.
Really? Because it looks like you're making another monster to me.
I don't have time for this, Detective.
Neither do I.
You're right. I think the next area after this is the
Leslie has been here before.
garage park.
And made it back. He survived being linked to Ruvik. The only patient ever, as far as I know.
Wonderful. What does that have to do with any of this?
He's our way out, Detective. Our only way back.
That sound!
No, it's working. Oh, thank God it's working.
I think they layered Leslie's screams one on top of the other there. It sounded like I was hearing
Leslie,
double.
are you all right?
It should have. Why didn't it? That's it. That's why.
Doctor, run!
He wants the same thing as us. He wants out.
Excellent. Pardon me?
Hey, I know you're out there. Listen to me, goddammit.
Whoa.
Ruvik must be really pissed now. Breaking a STEM terminal? Never thought he'd go that far.
Wait, STEM?
Well, he must be close if he's severing ties with the past. All he has left is his connection to the present. The full STEM in the hospital.
Hospital? Beacon Mental Hospital?
That's where he'll be. Waiting for him. If somebody doesn't get there first, there'll be no way out for anyone.
You have an odor of blood about you.
That is a great creepy line. It's excellent. Okay, I think that's going to bring us to a close for the night. Been going for about 3 hours and 45 minutes, which is a bit longer than I usually do. So I'm going to grab some dinner. Thank you everyone for coming out on Saturday, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As long as there is breathable air, I will be doing part 5 of Evil Within. I'm still deciding what to do on Tuesday. I'm thinking Fatal Frame, which is excruciating for me to play on my own. So that would be an experience on stream. So as for dinner, that is a great question. I have to go figure out what that is. It's whatever I bought from the grocery store before the toxic cloud hit. So thank you everybody for coming out. Mexican Stings, great to see you. And Dream Bomb, Hobgoblin, also great to see you two again. So have a great night, and hopefully see you Tuesday, if not Saturday. Oh yeah, Fatal Frame. It's a personal favorite, and I actually have the original on PS2, which is what I think I'm going to play rather than an emulated version. Let's see. Yeah, it's fine. You're going to go out in a second. You did good work.